to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be telling you some of the reasons why you might get deported while staying in Bahrain. Okay, fine. We know you are in Bahrain and you think you cannot get deported. Hello, let me wake you up from your sleep and your slumber. Yes, you can get deported even if you're working, even if you have all your documents, even if you have all your papers, you can still get deported. Some certain things you are not supposed to do. If you do them, or if you get yourself into certain positions, my dear, I'm so sorry, you might get deported. So, but first, before giving you all the details, click on the red subscription button below to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please turn on your post notifications so you're going to be receiving all the notifications every time I upload a new video. And if you've been watching my video so far, thank you so much. I'm super grateful. And if you've been watching my video without subscribing, please, this is the moment. Click on the red subscription button below and subscribe to Neta's Fantasy. So let's dive in straight to reasons why you might get deported while staying in Bahrain. So the first thing has to do with bad companies. Now, bad companies doesn't necessarily mean you'll be moving or you'll be sitting around, but bad company also mean where you're staying, like your environment. For example, if you're staying in, let's say, in a best space, because a majority of people here stay in best space because we don't have the money to rent, expensive and luxurious hotel or expensive and luxurious houses. We came here to hustle so we can invest back home, right? So if you're here and we stay in bed space, like uh a lot of people were insulting. I got comments from TikTok, people were insulting guys from Dubai and Bahrain that they stay in bed space. My guy, the money we pay for bed space, it's enough to pay maybe a 2 or 3 months rent back home. Yes, that's how expensive it is. So don't think we just want to do it for doing sake. We want to do it because we have a focus. We know why we're here. So let's go back to the point. So first is the company you keep around. Let's say in the bed space you're staying, these guys are not good. For example, you have a sentiment they are stealing or they are doing drugs. You should keep off those companies because by the time they come in the room to search, they will not know if you're taking drugs or not. They will carry everybody down. Everybody, Ali, going down. So the first thing is you have to keep away from bad company. Where you're staying, you should be so watchful about the people who are around you, because you can see yourself get you can find yourself into one mess where you don't understand just because you have a bad company. So even before you go and stay in an area, you should at least do a little bit of research. How this place is, the kind of people you find there, so you know how you associate with them, and you should be careful. My God, my face is so off. Oh, I'm getting distracted. Okay, let's go to the second point. Now, the second thing is if you disobey their rules and their laws in the land. Of course, you are not in your country. You are in a foreign man's land. So you have, whether you like it or not, you have to respect their laws. For example, you are not allowed to eat pork in the public. This is a Muslim country, right? They don't eat pork. It's against, they see pork as death, as evil. So for us Christians who eat it, don't do it in the public. You can cook it in your house privately and stuff. Don't do it in the public. And drinking alcohol also and getting drunken or making a lot of noise. My God, these are little things you can do, and you find yourself into your country. The next minute you're departed, you're repatriated back into your country. So be watchful. Okay, let's go to the next one. It has to do with physical appearance. So recently, I heard, but I've not had a visual scene. I've not had a conclusion about this. That ladies who dress indecent will be repatriated back in their country. But first, of course, this is an Arabic country. You have to dress modesty and decent, because ladies here covered from their head to their toe. They maybe will show their body to their husband in the house. So you cannot be walking now and be showing your body and be confusing people's husbands. So yes, you're confusing people's husbands. So you have to dress decently, because this is another thing that can take you to your country within a twinkle of an eye and you don't know. There's several cases. I've had several cases where they say like, let's say when you go to a public beach, yeah, public beach. This is where both families and non-Bahrainese come and swim. So you're going there. This is a public beach. Hello, not a private beach. You're not supposed to go there and you're wearing some bikini. My dear, they will call police on you. And if you're not careful, so this is another thing. When going out in public areas, you should try to dress decent. If you want to wear your short, your bum short, you can put it on in your house. Yes, you don't necessarily need to go and show all day. First of all, us Africans, we have too much backside, too much ass. One guy was telling me that Africans too much backside. So we already have too much, so we shouldn't go and expose it. Just keep it in the house, okay? Yes, and this will save you from not being deported back to your home country. Now we move to the next point, which is you being contacted with HIV or any sexually transmittable disease. So, for example, here in Bahrain, I think after 4 years you go for your medicals. I think 4 or 5 years. 5 years because the ID card is five. The Emirate ID is five. So after 5 years, you have to go for medical. So if you go for medicals and they find out that you have HIV, HIV is not treatable. Abi, it's not treatable. So they don't want the case where you be spreading it around. They'll just send you back to your country. You go and stay there, and then you continue there. So you either stay away, you either abstinence or protect yourself, because you never know where you can catch it. And when you catch it, they are not, I mean, any other illness related to this sexually transmitted diseases, my dear, they don't want to get when I started working here in Bahrain. I was working in Cafe Arabica. So there was a lady who was supposed to come and work. Was she supposed to come and work? Yeah, she was supposed to come and work in the same cafe with us. Then she went for her medicals, because when you come to the country, you go for medicals and stuff. So she went for medicals and she had hepatitis B. Yes, hepatitis B. Then they did again another, they were trying to do research and stuff. That's that girl find herself in Cameroon. Oh. So if it, like, before leaving the country and coming here, just know any sexually transmitted diseases, it's not accepted here. So if you know you have it, don't even bother to come. The airport will allow you to come. Oh. When you reach here, you go and do medicals. And when you go and do medicals, you have, so people who are working here, they have done their medicals and they are free. So now when you're going to do it and they see that there is any slight something, Ali, you go back to your country. You will go back. So you have to be so careful. Okay, let's move to the next point, which is importing and exporting drugs. Drugs is not accepted here. In fact, drugs is not accepted anywhere. So if they catch you importing drugs, those I did not tell you. Don't say I not tell you. Now, anyway, I'm going to talk about that in the next topic. I actually wrote it down. That will be the next video. But a lot of Cameroonians, like when if you're coming from Cameroon to Bahrain, the way they will search your back, you think you stole. Because, don't worry, I'll give you my next video. I'm not going to give out my secret. Yes, so um importing and exporting of drugs can also get you deported. Now, when I talk about drugs, I talk about things like marijuana, cocaine, things they don't want, things that have been banned in the country, and you're smoking them in the country. Okay, oh. Okay, oh. Don't say I didn't tell you. Another thing is protesting in public. So, no more this, no more this. No, in Cameroon we are so good in doing that. No more this, no more fresh, no more phobia, no more this. We always we get up sometimes, just make our own riots, but you cannot try it here. This is a different person's land. You gotta try your country. Your country can go and do it there. Here, if you dare, it is forbidden to riot in public, like to strike, or let's say you go and protest in public. As you finish protesting, in short, before the end of the protest, you just go and pack your things. The next available flight back to your country. Yeah. And then okay. Another thing is if you're caught in a hotel room with a person you're not married to, or you're staying together and you are caught, and you guys know you are normal. In fact, you don't have a certificate, a marriage certificate to prove it. Because like I say you're traditionally married. Who knows that? Everybody can say you're traditionally married. So we need to see the certificate to prove, because the certificate is the only thing to prove that you're married. So if there is no certificate, there is no marriage. So if you are caught, so if you're staying with somebody you're not married to, you better go and start finding ways to make a legal certificate that you can always show as proof. Don't say I didn't tell you. Don't say I didn't tell you. Okay, accused of rape or being raped. No, no, no. Actually, accused of rape. So if someone accused that you raped this person, you have raped the person, and they actually have genuine proof towards this, and you are an expert, or you are a foreigner, you will find yourself in your country. I just want you to put these things in your mind. Maybe you were doing it unconsciously and bringing you back to your subconsciousness. These are the things you are not supposed to do, because this will end you into back home. And we are going to talk about the last one, which is okay. We spoke about that, and the first thing I already talked about you getting and being the same with somebody you're not married to, right? So I already educated you about that. Now let's move to the issue of having, um, what intimacy on the road in the public. It's not allowed to go and be kissing in a public area. Having sex. Ha. Hey God, how can you even think of that? They will just. In fact, this is an Islamic country. Just respect it. If you respect it, you can stay here for as long as you want. But if you don't respect it, there is no way. There is no way you're going to stay here if you don't respect all these things. So these are the little things, little things you should put in your mind. If you want to have your intimacy with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, go in your private areas, not in public. It's not accepted in Bahrain. Yay! So finally, I finished with all this. So anyway, guys, this is the end part of my video, and I hope I educated you about this. Don't say Nessa's fantasy did not tell you. I told you already everything you should be careful about while staying in Bahrain. Otherwise, you find yourself back in your home country. And I know we don't want to go back to our home country now, because we came here to hustle. So if you find this video interesting, please give me a thumbs up. Give us your suggestion down in the comment section. And please tell a friend to subscribe to Nessa's Fantasy. Please, every subscriber matters here in my channel. Every one pinini matters. So I'll be seeing you guys again in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.